So right now I'm just showing you guys how the wig looks when you first receive it in the box. I actually did wash the wig, so this is how the unit looked after being washed, conditioned, and blow dried. This was a yaki unit. However, after I washed it, it did become silky, which you guys see in this next clip. The texture changed dramatically. So this is how the unit looked before I colored it. It was a blonde color with the roots a number 2. So it originally was a number 2, went to a 30. So these are the colors I'm going to be using, which is Adore's Intense Red, which is a semi-permanent color, and I picked that up at a local beauty supply store, and claiorl's Jazzing and Spiced Cognac. So right now I'm going to mix the colors inside this bowl, and I totally forgot to wear gloves at this point, so some color got on my hand. But right now I'm just eyeing it. I didn't do any particular measurements, but I'm putting majority of the color as the intense red and just going to put a couple of drops of the spiced cognac. Now the only reason I used the spiced cognac was simply because my sister gave it to me. I thought I was going to make it like a burgundy color, but you guys see how the hair will turn out in the end. So I'm just putting a couple of drizzles of the spiced cognac in, and I'm going to mix it together. And I went off to go get some gloves. Really ghetto. I did not purchase any latex gloves, so I just went and put on some regular winter gloves. Don't judge me. So I'm going to mix the color together. I'm just going to simply start applying it to the unit. So I'm just using the brush and just, like I said, applying it to the unit. And then I'm going to use a comb and comb it through to evenly distribute the color. I hate doing voiceovers. They're so hard to do. So yeah, just brushing the color on. And just try to coat the hair as much as possible so the color could be even. Which I actually really didn't do a good job at because my hair color was not even. And when you're doing it, you want to be as careful as possible. I did get a lot of color inside the wig cap, so try to not get color in the wig cap. Of course, it's going to be some type of color inside of there, but I got like a ridiculous amount of color. This was my first time ever trying to color hair, and yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. So right now I'm just applying it to the top of the hair, and you guys see what I mean when I say comb it through so the color could be distributed throughout each of the strands. I'm going to move the hair around to make sure I get inside of the hair. And just try to cover every blonde piece that there is. Downtown music on the beat. Now, like I said, the roots of the hair were a color number 2, and then it went down into that color 30. So when it came to the roots of the hair, I lightly put the color there because I still wanted that darkness to still be shown. So that's how the hair looked after being completely colored. So what I did was actually put it in a plastic bag and blow dried it to process it for about 15 minutes. And that's how the color looked after being washed and conditioned after I was done letting it process. And now I'm just going to blow dry the hair. So this is how the unit looked after being completely dried. This is the color, and I actually did go in and do some more color on the bottom because I noticed that the bottom was a little bit lighter than the top. but this is the overall color of the hair. And the roots. And these are the end results. Stay tuned for my review. Thanks, guys.